the implementation, strategizing with respect to how we can include this non-alcoholic fatty liver disease in our national program for prevention and control of non-communicable disease. So this year's theme is food is medicine, and topic is also same that food is medicine. How selection or choice of the food in our day-to-day diet will affect our liver health. And with this word, I request Dr. S.K. Sarin, sir, Director and Chancellor of the Institute of Liver and Biliary Sciences, New Delhi, to start his expert talk. Thank you.
कैसे हैं शेयर कहाँ है? इसको Yeah. Can you see my slides, please?
Yes, sir. Absolutely clear. Please go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shah, and welcome. And again, every day is a World Liver Day. And today, my talk is very new. And I'm very happy to share some new information, and I do hope it will make a change in the lives of people. I have nothing to disclose. One more time, liver makes proteins, controls your blood sugar, extra calories are converted into fat. It makes bile and helps digestion, detoxification, and gives you immunity. What does the extra fat in the liver do and other organs? Just one slide to show you that obesity or extra fat in the liver, that is fatty liver, will have raised ALT. If so, there is more of dyslipidemia, high lipids. Diabetes risk with fatty liver is 4 times, hypertension 2.8 times, dementia, Alzheimer's, low testosterone, heart disease, stroke, and nearly all cancers of the body. Remember, this data is based on the UK Biobank study of 327,000 individuals. Now, after this, I'll go on to the main topic, food and medicine. So you remember our days when we were in medical school that the liver makes bile acid. These bile acids through intestine go and circulate. So the primary bile acids, and then you have this circulation. So bile is formed, goes to gallbladder, comes through the bile duct into intestine. Through intestine, it goes back 95%. 5% goes into the intestine, gets converted into secondary bile acids, which are your best antibiotics. Secondary bile acids, if the levels increase, can convert into cancers. When food is eaten, you have this circulation of the bile, intestine, and back 6 to 8 times enterohepatic circulation. You will remember it. And 95% of the bile acids are reabsorbed. We have, as doctors, very limited knowledge about food. So first thing I want you, my friends, is to leave the concept of carbohydrate, fat, and protein. Remember the concept of and the food and gut bacteria. So what we eat is processed by gut bacteria. Let me take you through this. This is a Nature paper. Diet rapidly, reproducibly alters the human gut microbiome. The gut bacteria have generally 7 to 8 major functions. They protect the commensals, protect against pathogens. They synthesize vitamin K and B12. They give you your immunity. the intestinal, lymphatics, and the the lymphoid tissue is the major. The mesenteric lymph nodes are your major immune development system. All antibodies come from there. Then they protect and improve the intestinal regeneration. These bacteria promote fat storage. The short chain fatty acids are produced by good bacteria, we'll come to it, which give glucose breakdown and ATPs. They modulate your brain, and these functions are in a symbiosis, good bacteria. But if there is dysbiosis, like you take antibiotics or your food is bad, you have dysbiosis, which in the short time available, I'll tell you, they have production of pathogens and pathobionts. And this disturbs all your 7, 8 major functions. Suppose somebody is drinking alcohol. The alcohol has come from the stomach into intestine. In intestine, the bacteria, the lipopolysaccharides and bacteria from the portal vein will go into the liver. And in the liver, this lipopolysaccharide will cause injury to your innate cells, effector cells, polymorphonuclear cells, and there is dysbiosis. So food will cause dysbiosis. Remember dysbiosis, and alcohol will cause dysbiosis and immune dysregulation. The normal stool, bacteroidetes and firmicutes. Remember, 90% of our bacteria of these two phyla. The proteobacteria, the E. coli, and others are just 5% or even less. Remember these three. Now you have a patient who has got cirrhosis. Just to give you an idea, the proteobacteria, the E. coli group of bacteria, from 5% have become 54%. तो दैट गाय उसको तो रोज इन्फेक्शन होएगा ही, कभी यूटीआई होगा, कभी लंग इन्फेक्शन, कभी और इन्फेक्शन. So the good bacteria have gone down and the bacteria have gone up. The next thing is you become what, how much, and when you eat. Now let's discuss the food part. What? Now this is again a paper from Nature. I am just showing the effect of diet on gut bacteria. These are the changes in bacteria, no complicated thing. But remember Firmicutes, Bacteroidetes, how they change. I am going to give you two things. One is meat, see this carefully, and potato. Now, when somebody eats potato, these red means they increase. Meat also increases potato. In a way, short, the potato and meat change the bacteria similarly. High fat diet. High fat diet has several good things. Firmicutes increase, but some of the things can become bad. Therefore, one has to be very careful. Generally, high fat diet is not good except for some bacterial species. Then of starch, sucrose, I don't have time to say, but remember that meat and potato. Now, last thing I want to stress on vegetables and nuts. Vegetables and nuts, they have beautiful, good advantages. Now come to fructose. The season is coming, everybody is drinking the sugar drinks. Now this is breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the whole time. Now the black one is only complex carbohydrates for 2 weeks. The other lines, the red lines, are giving you 2 weeks of fructose, 8 weeks of fructose, 10 weeks of fructose. Now, if you have taken high fructose diet at breakfast, by the lunch time, you can see your triglyceride from 150 has gone up, whether you have taken 2 weeks or 10 weeks time. So just to give you an idea, sweetened beverages, fructose is the main culprit, 25% of your calories. It will increase your sugar, need of insulin, triglyceride, lipids, liver fat, visceral fat, all are increased. The culprit is not fat, but it is fructose. Now let's see the advantages of the apple. Now you have taken apple. What apple or the pectin does, its sensitive intestinal microbiota are made into resistant intestinal microbiota, even to alcohol. Pectin is soluble dietary fiber present in apple and citrus peels. आप छिलका मत उतार के खाओ citrus foods. What pectin does, it is fermented to make short fatty acid, which is the best food for your good bacteria. And 53 types, acetate, butyrate, all of them. And what it does, it reduces triglycerides in the blood, cholesterol, LDL, and suppresses PPAR alpha, reduces. Now, here you see triglyceride levels after pectin. These are animal studies are increased. But apple and other citrus fruits have this. Now, the benefits of walnuts. वॉलनट हैज हाई कैलोरी कंटेंट 100 ग्राम्स आपने अखरोट खाए तो 650 कैलोरी मिली बट अगर ध्यान से खाएं इट इज द बेस्ट सोर्स ऑफ ओमेगा 3 फाइबर एंड विटामिन ई and is an antioxidant because of several compounds carotenoids vitamin E allergic acid and melatonin नींद भी अच्छी आएगी and it is protective. The Indian foods which I am going to discuss are based on 5 major good turmeric, ginger, maybe carrot, and 1 or 2 more. What they do have an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant effect. The gut bacteria are changed. The leakiness of the gut is decreased. Let's look at turmeric, haldi. The yellow pigment from turmeric, the phytochemicals, and the phenylalanine and antocyanin are very good. What they do? Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial. They are not absorbed, but in the gut, the 1.5 kilogram of bacteria are happy with it. Anti-tumor, reduces liver fat, TNF alpha, ALT, AST, LDL, triglyceride, and increases HDL and glutathione. There are several reports which scare people that, well, you some drug toxicity, and Americans and others say turmeric can cause liver toxicity. I have been using it for years. I'm not saying that it is a therapy, but I'm saying it is good for gut bacteria and your health. Garlic, the main substance in garlic is allicin. It's an active substance and this ameliorates infection, body inflammation, oxidative stress, and carcinogen. People take it for heart, but I will say if you take it, it is very good. It also can help lose weight and maybe body fat. Carrots, especially the black carrots, it's very rich in antioxidants, beta carotene. कोई जरूरत नहीं है रेड वाइन पीने की. This is converted into vitamin A, which supports regeneration. The vitamin A is a very good regenerative thing. It is anti-inflammatory, flavonoids, reduces inflammation. The fiber of the carrot improves your digestion, intestinal strength, decreases cholesterol. Ginger has strong antioxidant properties, gingerol, shageol, gingerone, all these are hepatoprotective, improve insulin sensitivity, and are antifibrotic. Black chickpeas, they improve dyslipidemia, block cholesterol transport, high in plant-based proteins, and support weight management because they are high satiety food. बहुत देर तक भूख ही नहीं लगेगी आपको. Coffee, everyone knows about it. It lowers gamma GT, reduces risk of liver disease, cirrhosis, and liver cancer. Now I come to the new concept of diet inflammatory index. Diet inflammatory index means diet is like your pollution and several things, high carb, high cholesterol, high calories, high fats, trans fats especially, they all are high inflammatory things. Don't read alcohol. This is negative inflammation is because of this small amount. So don't say that Dr. Serene showed alcohol and it is low dietary inflation. In fact, that's in a different way. But most of your vitamins are anti-inflammatory diet. Low glycemic means you eat, but the sugar doesn't go up very fast. This table you can copy. It will show you anything which has low GI, less than 55 is good for us. High glycemic index means you take the food and the sugar will go up very fast. Let's see what are the high glycemic ones. Oh, white bread. The white bread, wheat bread you eat. Or you will have rice, even if it is boiled. And what are the low ones? You can see that some of them are low ones. I'm not too convinced about ice cream. This has been followed from one of the Western books. But you can see that sugar itself, honey, sucrose, they are all very high glycemic. And your favorite potato is also high glycemic index. The Mediterranean diet has been very popular. Mediterranean diet on this side gives you the green vegetables, the servings of these, and on this side you will see olive oil. And we can't get it, it's too expensive. And fruits and whole grains, but they also have meat, fish. What we propose for Indians, and I feel it is very helpful, mustard oil. You can have milk, buttermilk, curd, moong sprouts or chickpeas, you can see here. And you can have pulses and you can have low glycemic instead of wheat. You can, have all the millets, which are very good, and amla and tomatoes. So it all depends on what you eat. In my suggestion, food as medicine, uncooked food is the best. I have given you some example of this. You have decrease in fatty liver, body weight comes down, insulin sensitivity improves, LDL, cholesterol and total cholesterol comes down, liver biochemistry improves, BMI and weight comes down, and even blood pressure. I hope my message of food as medicine is to be realized in the sense of all these things: diabetes, your weight, your blood pressure, all of them get improved. So I would suggest green kitchens. Green kitchens means you have changed to things like colored vegetables. I told you tomato and amla, and apple, turmeric, milk, buttermilk, curd, sprouts, green chickpeas, walnuts, seeds. And I have always said small amount of white butter and ghee give you good amount of lactobacilli. The lactobacilli is very good, mustard oil is good, and millets are good. Try and reduce as much as possible use of fructose or sugars, and potatoes as much as you can, and coffee can be taken. That doesn't mean you drink or eat bad and have coffee. Coffee is a small part of the whole your milk, whole food habit. Now, doctors are very keen on giving PPI. जरा सी एसिडिटी हुई अरे भाई तो खा ले. Now I want to show you this effect of PPI on suppressing gastric acid. This is for alcoholic liver disease, but this is true for everyone. Once these are people with PPI, yes or no? Now ALT has increased. Enterococcus, those who were taking, has increased. Enterococcus on PPI increases, and active users or previous users of PPI, you can see the risk of liver disease also increases. So and this is a Nature paper. So by suppressing gastric acid, by giving PPI, what you are doing is that the bad bacteria, the proteobacteria, the E. coli, the enterococcus, they are coming from intestine into the portal blood, and they are going into the liver and causing, like cell death and many, many other things. So remember, try and reduce or avoid PPIs. How much to eat was the second part. Half plate? not full plate. Try and keep your stomach almost 60% full, 40% empty. And you become when you eat. Time restricted eating is better than intermittent fasting. Like after sunset, nothing, and before sunrise, nothing. And I want to show you this, probably is my last slide. Now, people are in the habit of maybe intermittent fasting, but intermittent fasting will give you some conflict with your circadian rhythm, misalignment. You have started maybe 12, 18 hours. It's not good for you. But what is good is time restricted eating, maybe from 6 to 6 or whatever time, 12 hours or so. This will be synchronized with you, and this is healthy. This is one which I would suggest strongly. With this, maybe my last slide, just to show you that food is medicine, and these new data may be helpful for you in your own life, maybe in the lives of many others. But remember that if you have good food, you will not need medicine. Why do we talk of medicine? There is a difference between diet and food. Diet is your Greek word, which is in the form of your dincharya or your habits and your food combined. Food is medicine is a different thing. It is your concept of feeding the right fuel, right kind of energy in your system so that you do not fall sick. I hope on this World Liver Day, the message of food is medicine also communicates to you that all food you eat goes to the intestinal bacteria, what is processed by that. And liver is the first major stop to process, convert what you eat. The choice is yours. You want to be healthy or unhealthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for providing us a very insightful session regarding this on occasion of World Liver Day. Already you have covered most of things regarding diet and lifestyle modification and also the pathophysiology regarding this liver damage. But still, we have two or three questions we will take from the participants. So, one of the participants is asking which oil is best for us for the liver, mustard oil or refined oil? Already you have covered in the diet, but we would like to
Yeah.
know, sir.
I would say that for me, your butter or ghee is as good, but don't use it multiple times. A small amount is okay, and it doesn't harm you. It doesn't increase your cholesterol or triglycerides. But of the unsaturated, mustard oil has all the qualities like an olive oil.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, one more question we will take. Any relation between PPI, antacids, and kidney function? Dr. Amir Khan is asking.
Yeah, antacids certainly affect the kidneys because of several things they have. PPIs are three bad things. One, I told you about the bacterial change.
Right, sir.
Second, it also produces nitroso compounds in the stomach, cause of carcinoid syndromes, especially neuroendocrine tumors. Third, it is the cause for high hip fractures. So I would say don't give PPIs, if at all, 4 weeks, 6 no more.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We will take the last question. Did black coffee is good for fatty liver?
Yes, black coffee is not a treatment.
Okay.
Don't think that you have fatty liver and I drink black coffee and I'll get better. It is very prophylactic. It
Yes,
is
sir.
to prevent fatty liver or wash away the extra fat that you have. And the reasons are that it is phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylcholine inhibitors. It has several thiols and phenols, which are very good. But don't use it as a treatment. Use it as a prophylactic method.
Thank you so much, sir. So, Dr. Pankaj, I think we have covered most of things. So I request you to provide closing remarks and vote of thanks.
Yes, Avdeji. So, good afternoon, Dr. Sareen, SK Sareen. So, it's given me immense pleasure today to address you all today on the occasion of World Liver Day webinar. So, and thank you so much for Dr. Sareen for sharing his insight and taking part for the webinar, national webinar. So, today we learn that liver is one of the most vital organ in our body. It is rightly called a metabolic factory of the body, so performing essential functions like digestion, detoxification, and energy storage. So, if liver is not healthy, the entire body suffers. So, what we learned today from the entire session, I'm just concluding that. So, today's session was very informative. So, I learned so many things. Like fatty liver disease is rapidly emerging as a major health challenges in India, and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, we call NAFALD cases, are rapidly increasing. So this is, of course, seeking our attention to address this disease. And fatty liver not only impacts the liver function, but also significantly increases the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and I believe other hypertension and even the cancer also. So, but the good news is that the fatty liver is preventable and to a great extent reversible through the adoption of healthy lifestyle. So, thank you, Dr. S.K. Sareen, sir, for sharing your information today with all of us. And I think, like me, what I have learned today, many of the participants also learned so many things about managing the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and other way of managing the liver. So thank you all. Thank you everyone. Thank you all participants. Thank you Eco team. Thank you Dr. SK Sareen. Thank you IELTS based team. So from NPNCD program, thank you everyone for joining the wonderful webinar. Thank you all. Over to Avdesh.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pankaj, for vote of thanks. And I would like to thanks Dr. Rewari sir, Dr. Kanika ma'am, and Dr. Sarin sir for a wonderful session. And it was really insightful for everyone, not only for the general population, even healthcare workers can get benefited of it. So thank you so much, sir. With this, with your permission, we can wind up the session. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
We should thank you also and the NCD and your whole team for making us part of your larger vision of NCD reduction. And I do hope our efforts will continue, and I'll be always available, as will be Dr. Revari and Kanika. So thank you for engaging with us, and we are very grateful.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. Wonderful words. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.